Isolation Station.
Good evening, everybody. I hope you're all very well. I'm George Lawton. It's 7 p.m. and welcome to Isolation Station. Of course, it must be said that it's National Bunsen Burner Day, so get your flame tests at the ready because this show is going to be an absolute scorcher. One exciting hour I've got lined up for you all. The quest to find the isolation station mole continues. We're talking the extreme measures countries are taking to make their citizens stay inside. And we even have special guest and Reading football demigod with us later, Dave Kitson. Get your questions in for Mr. Kitson or just say hey. You can get in touch on Instagram at isolation_radio or the website isolation-station.co.uk.
Like the legend of the phoenix, all ends with beginnings. What keeps the planet spinning? The force from the beginning. Love. We've come too far to give up who we are. So let's raise the bar and our cause to the stars. She's up all night to the sun. I'm up all night to get some. She's up all night for good fun. I'm up all night to get lucky. We're up all night to the sun. We're up all night to get some. We're up all night for good fun. We're up all night to get lucky. 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 The present has no ribbon. Your gift keeps on giving. What is this I'm feeling? If you wanna leave, I'm with it. We've come too far to give up who we are. So let's raise the bar and our cause to the stars. She's up all night to the sun. I'm up all night to get some. She's up all night for good fun. I'm up all night to get lucky. We're up all night to the sun. We're up all night to get some. We're up all night for good fun. We're up all night to get lucky. 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 We're up all night to get lucky.
We're up all night to get. 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 We're up all night to get lucky. 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 We've come too far to give up who we are. So let's raise the bar and our cause to the stars. She's up all night to the sun. I'm up all night to get some. She's up all night for good fun. I'm up all night to get lucky. We're up all night to the sun. We're up all night to get some. We're up all night for good fun. We're up all night to get lucky. 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 We're up all night to
Daft Punk, Get Lucky. Despite how direct the demand from Daft Punk is, do not confuse their lyric for medical advice. The NHS has not once recommended getting lucky, so don't even think about it. Stay at home and stick to Tinder video conference call dates. Keep your questions coming in for football legend extraordinaire Dave Kitson. He'll be with us very, very soon.
Once upon a time, a few mistakes ago, I was in your sights. You got me alone. You found me. You found me. You found me. I guess you didn't care, and I guess I liked that. And when I fell hard, you took a step back without me. Without me. Without me. And he's long gone when he's never and never been. Till you put me down, oh, I knew you were trouble when you walked in. So shame on me now, blew me to places and never been. Now I'm lying on the cold hard ground. Trouble, trouble, trouble. Trouble, trouble. No apologies, he'll never see you cry. Pretends he doesn't know that he's the reason why you're drowning, you're drowning, you're drowning. Now I heard you moved on from whispers on the street. A new notch in your belt is all I'll ever be. And now I see, now I see, now I see. He was long gone when he met me, and I realized the joke is on me. I knew you were trouble when you walked in. So shame on me now, blew me to places I've never been. Till you put me down, oh, I knew you were trouble when you walked in. So shame on me now, blew me to places I've never been. Now I'm lying on the cold hard ground. Trouble, trouble, trouble. Trouble, trouble, trouble. And the saddest fear comes creeping in, that you never loved me or her or anyone or anything. Yeah. I knew you were trouble when you walked in. So shame on me now, blew me to places I've never been. Till you put me down, oh, I knew you were trouble when you walked in. So shame on me now, blew me to places I've never been. Now I'm lying on the cold hard ground. Trouble, trouble, trouble. Trouble, trouble, trouble. I knew you were trouble when you walked in.
I knew you were trouble. Taylor Swift.
I knew you were trouble when you walked in. Trouble, trouble, trouble.
Isolation Station.
Now then, folks, we're going to get serious for a moment here. Hang on, where's my serious music? There we go, serious music. Much better. So a couple of shows ago, I spoke of how there is a mole over at Isolation Station. We'd received news that none other than the official charts company had been passing off Isolation Station intellectual property as their own. They'd created a lockdown listening list, which sounded peculiarly like something that we've been doing in earlier shows. But look, I was ready to move on. I'm not saying it's likely, but it is possible that this was merely a coincidence. In all fairness, we don't own the idea of quaran-tunes. We could just be on the same wavelength. It's cool. I'll just forget about it, I thought. Plus, the mole has gone quiet over the past couple of days. Perhaps they'd seen the error in their ways. That was until my good friend and avid listener to the show, Joey, dropped me a casual message with a link to a tweet from none other than BBC Radio 1. And this tweet, well, it made my blood boil. Always knew that Greg James was a wrong 'un. This tweet stated, "Join us on 5 BBC radio stations, 9 a.m. on Thursday, for the biggest sing-along the UK has ever seen," proceeding to ask their Twitter following for what hits the UK should be singing along to. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm going to have to stop you right there. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, the mole has returned, and this time he's created a one big molehill. We've had a feature going on since show 1, no less, asking all of you for what our go-to balcony banger sing-along should be. Like that idea, do you, BBC? But you know what really grinds my gears? The responses to their tweet. Bohemian Rhapsody. Been there, done that. Mr. Brightside, The Killers. 7 Days Too Late, fella. Wonderwall, Sweet Caroline, Things Can Only Get Better. Don't they all sound familiar? Yes, because we played them last week. Unbelievable. Classic BBC. No, but it's fine, I'm not even angry. And that is because they'll have lots of they'll have lost all their listeners by the end of this week, as everybody makes the only sane decision to tune into Isolation Station. Although I must admit that there was a response to their tweet that was quite good that we didn't play, and that's Oasis, Don't Look Back in Anger. So here it is. See, BBC, this can work two ways.
Slip inside the eye of your mind. Don't you know you might find a better place to play? You said that you've never been, but all the things that you've seen will slowly fade away. So I start a revolution from my bed, 'cause you said the brains I had went to my head. Step outside, summertime's in bloom. At least not today.
Isolation Station.
Now then, around the globe, people are being asked to stay inside wherever possible. But here's the thing. People, as it turns out, are rubbish. Plenty of people seem to think that those particular rules don't apply to them, and just to make sure that everyone's on the same page here, they do. We've seen all sorts of tactics deployed to try to encourage everyone to stay safe and stay home, because somehow words aren't good enough. But in a way, I'm kind of glad, because the inventiveness of some of these ideas is nothing short of genius. So India have gone for the utterly bizarre approach. A police officer in the southern city of Chennai has been wearing a specially constructed coronavirus helmet covered in red spikes with bulbs on the end, reminiscent of the microscopic image of the coronavirus. Definitely go and look at that online. It is quite an image. The helmet was made by a local artist who came up with the idea after noticing that people were not listening to the government and still roaming around outside. He thought that perhaps people weren't taking it seriously because it's invisible, so he sought to create a way in which they could see the virus coming towards them. Absolute genius. I love it very much. I hope that the virus helmet concept catches on everywhere. And for forevermore, too. Kind of makes the police look like characters from In the Night Garden. Andorra, however, have taken a rather different approach. We played the clip of the Spanish police performing some impromptu concerts for those stuck inside last week, and Andorra have clearly decided that they want in on that action. They're providing entertainment to those that are staying inside with a rendition of Baby Shark. You can have a look at this clip online. The dance moves are exquisite, but here's a short clip. Yeah, alright, I think that's quite enough of that. You get the picture. So we've had the positive reinforcement approach from Andorra and the negative version from India. Germany, on the other hand, well, they've taken the idea of negative reinforcement to new heights. They really don't want you leaving your home, and I mean, it must be working, because we've seen the lowest infection figures come out of Germany. So, 2 advertising students have put up advertising billboards around the country, complete with Netflix spoilers. Don't worry, I'm not evil, I will not read any of them out. But they've got posters complete with Narcos, Stranger Things, and Love is Blind spoilers. I mean, if that doesn't work, nothing will.
Come and move that in my direction. So thankful for that, it's such a blessing, yeah. Turn every situation into heaven, yeah. Oh, you are my sunrise on the darkest day. Got me feeling some kind of way. Make me wanna savor every moment slowly, slowly. You fit me, tailor-made, love how you put it on. Got the only key, know how to turn it on. The way you nibble on my ear, the only words I wanna hear. Baby, take it slow so we can last long.
Tú eres el imán y yo soy el metal. Me voy acercando y voy armando el plan. Solo con pensarlo se acelera el pulso.
Oh yeah, ya me está gustando más de lo normal. Todos mis sentidos van pidiendo más. Esto hay que tomarlo sin ningún apuro.
Despacito, quiero respirar tu cuello despacito. Deja que te diga cosas al oído, para que te acuerdes si no estás conmigo. Despacito, quiero desnudarte a besos despacito. Firmo en las paredes de tu laberinto y hacer de tu cuerpo todo un manuscrito.
Sube, sube.
Quiero ver bailar tu pelo, quiero ser tu ritmo. Que le enseñes a mi boca tus lugares favoritos. Déjame sobrepasar tus zonas de peligro, hasta provocar tus gritos y que olvides tu apellido.
Si te pido un beso, ven dámelo. Yo sé que estás pensándolo. Llevo tiempo intentándolo. Mami, estoy dando y dándolo. Sabes pruebas de mi boca para ver cómo te sabe. Quiero ver cuánto amor a ti te cabe. Yo no tengo prisa, yo me quiero dar el viaje. Empezamos lento, después salvaje. Pasito a pasito, suave, suavecito. Nos vamos pegando poquito a poquito. Cuando tú me besas con esa destreza, veo que eres malicia con delicadeza. Pasito a pasito, suave, suavecito. Nos vamos pegando poquito a poquito. Y es que esa belleza es un rompecabezas, pero para montarlo aquí tengo la pieza, oye.
Despacito, quiero respirar tu cuello despacito. Deja que te diga cosas al oído, para que te acuerdes si no estás conmigo. Despacito, quiero desnudarte a besos despacito. Firmo en las paredes de tu laberinto y hacer de tu cuerpo todo un manuscrito. Quiero ver bailar tu pelo, quiero ser tu ritmo. Que le enseñes a mi boca tus lugares favoritos. Déjame sobrepasar tus zonas de peligro, hasta provocar tus gritos y que olvides tu apellido. Despacito, this is how we do it down in Puerto Rico. I just wanna hear you scream.
Despacito, Luis Fonsi and Daddy Yankee. What's your name? Daddy Yankee. Right, we're going to have one more tune, then we're going to be right back with none other than Reading football legend Dave Kitson. He's going to be playing Florida Man or Isolation Station Fan. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back.
Pegando poquito a poquito, hasta provocar tus gritos y que olvides tu apellido. Despacito.
Naughty boys in nasty schools, headmasters breaking all the rules, having fun and playing fools, smashing up the woodwork tools. All the teachers in the pub, passing round a ready rub, trying not to think of when the lunchtime bell will ring again. Oh, what fun we had, but did it really turn out bad? All I learnt at school was how to bend not break the rule. Oh, what fun we had, but at the time it seemed so bad, trying different ways to make a difference to the headmasters had enough today. All the kids have gone away, gone to fight with next to school. Every term that is the rule. Sits alone and bends his cane. Same old backsides again. All the small ones tell tall tales, walking home and squashing snails. Oh, what fun we had, but did it really turn out bad? All I learnt at school was how to bend not break the rule. Oh, what fun we had, but at the time it seemed so bad, trying different ways to make a difference through the days. Lots of girls and lots of boys, lots of smells and lots of noise, playing football in the park, kicking push bikes after dark, baggy trousers, dirty shirt, pulling hair and eating dirt. Teacher comes to break it up, back of the end with a plastic cup. Oh, what fun we had, but did it really turn out bad? All I learnt at school was how to bend not break the rule. Oh, what fun we had, but at that time it seemed so bad, trying different ways to make a difference through the days.
Okay, I tell a lie. Dave Kitson, very busy man. He's going to be with us after one more song. Had a request from my nan for this one. She's been desperate for it for the entire 11 shows, so I said, right, I'm going to have to play it now. It's Titanium. I'm sorry, everyone, I'm keeping you on tenterhooks. I promise we'll have footballing legend Dave Kitson with you very soon. In the meantime, it's a tune that may not be quite what it seems. This never fails to make me laugh a lot. I hope it does you too.
You were working as a waitress in a cocktail bar. A cocktail bar. You were working as a waitress in a cocktail bar. Working in a cocktail bar. You were working as a waitress in a cocktail bar. Cocktail bar. You were working as a waitress in a cocktail bar. Working in a cocktail bar. You were working as a waitress in a cocktail bar. You were working as a waitress in a cocktail bar. Cocktail bar. Cocktail bar. Cocktail.
I'm so sorry. I was just reminded of this version the other day and forgot how much it made me laugh. It's so great. I hope that you found it as hilarious as I did and didn't just switch off. However, you'll be unsurprised to hear that the rest of the song is similar, so I'll play the proper version now.
As a waitress in a cocktail bar, that much is true. But even then I knew I'd find a much better place, either with or without you. The 5 years we've had have been such good times. I still love you, but now I think it's time I live my life on my own. I guess it's just what I must do.
Don't you want me? You know I can't believe it when I hear that you won't see me. Don't you want me? You know I don't believe you when you say that you don't need me. It's much too late to find. You think you've changed your mind? You'd better change it back or we will both be sorry. Don't you want me, baby? Don't you want me? Oh, don't you want me, baby? Don't you want me? Oh. Don't you want me, baby? Don't you want me? Oh, don't you want me, baby? Don't you want me? Oh, don't you want me, baby? Don't you want me? Oh, don't you want me, baby? Don't you want me? Oh, don't you want me, baby? Don't you want me? Oh, don't you want me, baby? Don't you want me?
Isolation Station.
Now then, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is with great pleasure that I introduce our guest for today, Dave Kitson, footballing legend. Hello, Dave. How are you doing?
How you doing, buddy? You all good?
Yeah, very well, thank you. Now, Dave, I'm sure that you're aware there's not much I don't know about football, so
No, of course.
so prepare for
I've heard that,
some pretty tough questions. I'm going to put you really on the spot here.
All right,
Okay,
shoot.
so here we go, Dave. What is your favourite colour of kit?
Oh, do you know? I given that I'm a redhead
Yeah.
or strawberry blonde, as some people say, I had an orange kit once, and I looked stunning. I'm not going to lie to you. I looked absolutely stunning. But if I had to, I'm going to go for the Reading kit, because that's where I feel my true colours belong. The red,
Yeah.
and the white hoop.
Beautiful. Well, there you go, folks. That's a worldwide exclusive. Now we know your favourite colour of kit.
Brings out my eyes.
It brings
out my eyes.
Are you an albino?
I'm not an albino, but I am. I'm slightly down the pecking order.
Well, there
I'm
you go.
Redhead, and I tan less, and I've got beautiful blue eyes.
Yeah. There's not much that you could want more than that. Well, Dave, of course, you've played with lots of big names in the world of football as well. Have you ever played with? I don't know. I mean, I know loads of footballers. So, Mo Farah.
Mo Farah. Let me tell you about Mo Farah. Honestly, we used to room together just before he would do the 1500 meters.
Oh yeah,
And,
yeah.
No, he's an absolutely incredible guy.
I can imagine. There
No,
you
he
go.
was. He's phenomenal. He taught me a lot about stamina while we were together in the room.
Really? There you go. A lot when you're in. What were you up to in the room there, Dave?
Go into specifics, but stamina was the order of the day.
Okay, I'm not going to ask too many further questions on that for fear that we'll get into to a territory that isn't liked by my grandparents. Well, how are you finding isolation with you've got 2 little kids?
I've got three.
Three, sorry.
Three. Well, in England, 3 definites.
3. Okay, that's good.
Yeah. So I mean, it could be. I don't know what the final total is, but 3 definites here.
Yeah.
And the Zef, Ebe, and
Lovely. Are you still with us? Yeah.
yeah, Ebe, how old are you? 8. Ebe's 8.
8.
8. He's just informed me. I thought he was 9, but he's 8. And then I've got Ace, who's 18 months, who's a little complete bomb scare.
Oh. How are you?
No, they're great. They're so good. Honestly, I think it really helps. The isolation is obviously pain in the backside for everybody, but
Yeah.
it's got to be done. We've got to protect the NHS. We've got to look after each other. We've got to love one another.
Exactly. Very nicely said.
So, yeah, and it's nice for us because although it sounds like 3 kids in a house is a bit of a stretch, a bit of a pain, but actually the eldest 2 look after the young one. The younger one looks up to the eldest 2, and they're the sort of. I think they're going to come out closer. I think we're all going to come out closer after this. That's my hope.
Yeah, I hope so too. That's very. Is there anything you're doing in particular to keep yourselves entertained? I know you like including them in your Instagram videos.
Yeah, well, we just mess around. The eldest 2 are really good actors, so
Yeah.
they're in their drama schools, and they I hope they're actors because I need a new plane and a new boat, and outside of football, which they're both bloody terrible at, I think acting could be the one profession where they could make some money to look after them.
Well, let's hope
And
so.
they're really, really good. Yeah, no, I hope so because obviously that extends to you as well, and close family and friends.
Yeah.
And they're actually really, really good at it. And, so I put them in my. It's fun.
Well, there you go. Maybe we're going to see them on a Hollywood screen at some point in the next few years.
I hope so, buddy. I hope so. But I include them in my Instagrams of @theboykitson.
Yeah.
Have a look at that, and you'll see them on my highlights and stories and feeds and whatever else.
Absolutely.
And they're very, very good. I've done a Dave Kyle show, Jeremy Kyle show today with them over who ate the last Jaffa cake in our house. And I've done we've had to do a lie detector test to determine who actually ate the last Jaffa cake, which is really, given that we're self-isolating, is really poor form eating the last Jaffa cake. Anyway, we got to the bottom of it, and it's caused a bit of a rift in the family.
I can imagine that sounds pretty terrible. Yeah. Well, give Dave a follow on Instagram @theboykitson to see the verdict of his lie detector test. Dave, we've got a question in from an anonymous listener, and that is I don't know who this is, but they've asked not to be named. But it says, "Did you ever score against the mighty Charlton?"
I don't think I did. I don't. Maybe in a pre-season friendly I did, but I generally played against the big teams. So Charlton weren't really sort of on the radar. And to be honest with you, it would have. I think it would have taken the gloss off my CV to score against them. I certainly don't think I'd have been shouting about it. I generally made a career scoring against big Premier League teams and playing against and with big Premier League players. So No, I'm very sorry. I'm probably the only player on the planet that didn't score against Lawton.
Yeah, no, it's fair enough. To be honest, I didn't know they were before they texted in, so I wouldn't worry about it. Now, we're going to be back with Dave in just a couple of minutes after a tune that not only fits with our game that's coming up, but also one that Dave himself has requested. Dave, do you remember what you requested? Do you want to introduce it?
Yeah, I did. Listen, I back in the day when I played for Portsmouth, which was not a happy time. We were in pre-season tour in America, and this song came out, and it was by Flo Rida, and it was called "Good Feeling." And
here it is. It's an absolute tune. Good Feeling.
Everywhere. It was everywhere, and it makes me feel happy every time I hear it. I hope it does you too.
'Cause I get a good feeling, yeah. Get a good feeling, yeah. Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling, yeah.
Yes, I can. Doubt, better leave. I'm running with this plan. Pull me, grab us in the bucket, can't have me. I'll be the president one day. January 1st. Oh, you like that gossip? Like you the one drinking what gossip.com. Now I got a word for your tongue. How many Rolling Stones you want? Yeah, I got a brand new spirit, speaking and it's done. Woke up on the side of the bed like I won. Talk like the wind in my chest to that sun. G5 in the US to Taiwan. Now who can say that? I wanna play back. Mama knew I was a needle in a haystack. I'm a body boy, plus way back. I got a feeling it's a rap. ASAP.
Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. Get a good feeling, yeah. Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling.
The mountaintop, walk on water. I got power, feel so royal. 1 second, I'ma strike oil. Diamond, platinum, no more for you. That adrenaline, never giving in. Giving up's not an option, gotta get it in. Witness, I got the heart of 20 men. No fear, go to sleep in the lion's den. That glow, that spark, that crown. You're looking at the king of the jungle now. Stronger than ever, can't hold me down. 100 miles gunning from the pitcher's mile. Straight game face, it's game day. See me running through the crowd, full of melee. No trick plays, I'm Bill Gates. Take a genius to understand me.
Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling, yeah. Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling. Get a good feeling, yeah. Sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling, yeah.
Isolation Station.
Welcome back, everybody, and welcome back to Isolation Station guest Dave Kitson. It is now, of course, time to play
Florida Man or Isolation Station Fan.
So, Dave, I want you to listen very carefully indeed. The name of the game is perfectly simple. I'm going to present to you a news headline about a Florida man. You know the ones, they're all over the internet. They generally fit a specific formula, which is Florida man plus does something utterly insane. But here's the thing, Dave, some of these headlines are real, but others have been made up by fans of the show, so it's your job to separate the fact from fiction. Have you got it?
I understand loud and clear. I'm pretty sick, so I'm hoping that the worst ones are true.
Perfect. That sounds great. So, join us as we play
Florida Man or Isolation Station Fan.
So, Dave, number 1. Here it is. Florida man arrested for eating pancakes in the middle of a crosswalk. Florida man or Isolation Station Fan? It's a tough one.
Well, you'd like to think it's true, wouldn't you?
You think it's a Florida man? You think it's true?
Well, you'd like to think it was true.
You would. I'd like to think it was true. It's a good
I would
story.
Like to think it was true.
I want to know the story behind it.
Yeah, I don't want to have the rug pulled out under my feet.
Sure.
I'd like to think that was true.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna start you off with a hard one, am I? Surely I'm gonna introduce you into it.
Well, I'd like to think so.
Exactly. Well,
friends and everything.
I can confirm, Dave, you're absolutely right. It was indeed a Florida man. You've got 1 point. Very good. 1 for 1. Here it is. Number 2. Florida man gets stuck in trash can trying to retrieve lost dentures. Florida man or Isolation Station Fan?
Oh, it's one of them, isn't it? That's a really tricky one, because it's one of them that you think, yeah, okay, I can. It might be. It's not beyond the realm, but how do you lose your dentures?
Yeah.
Like, you've got to.
And you've got to remember, I've got some very inventive fans over at Isolation Station.
Yeah, I know your sort, buddy. I know you only too well. I'm gonna say false, whilst hoping that it's true. But okay. I can't see how you would lose your dentures, like, forward into the post box.
I mean, it is far-fetched, but you've got to remember, it is a Florida man.
It's America, so anything can. Yeah, I mean, they elected Donald Trump, so anything could be true.
Anything could be true. Well, Dave, I'm going to reveal the answer now. It is. You're completely correct. It is, in fact, an Isolation Station Fan. Oh. Well done. That is 2 for 2. You're doing incredibly, very well indeed.
Heart's going.
I can imagine. Mine is too.
Yeah.
I'm utterly in it with you. Right, number 3. Florida man says he danced on police car in order to escape vampires. Florida man or Isolation Station Fan?
Oh, all day long. Yeah. I can see this. What people don't realise, and at the risk of me getting this completely wrong and making myself look like an idiot, but when you go to the States, I went to the trade show in Las Vegas at Mandalay Bay for guns and weapons accessories and all that kind of stuff. And there was a whole area for people buying stuff to protect themselves against vampires.
Yeah.
Honestly, a whole area.
They're mental. They are mental.
No, they are. And I said to them, come on, guys, play the game. And he went, no. Once the vampires come, don't come crying for me.
Brilliant. Well, there it is.
So they really believe that this is coming. So I'm going to say it's true.
You're saying it's true. It is a Florida man. It's the correct answer. It is, in fact, a Florida man. You're absolutely smashing it. 3 for 3. Right, quick fire. Here we go. Number 4. Florida man arrested for attempting to steal a power pylon by strapping it to the top of his SUV. Florida man or Isolation Station Fan?
An entire pylon? No, I can't see that. He died, didn't he, before he did it?
I mean, sure, but you've got to think about it. Maybe they've sensationalized it a bit. Maybe it was one that was by the side of the road. Is he trying to sell it for scrap metal? You've got to consider these things.
If it was scrap metal, then I can see it absolutely, because I'd be doing the same thing in these times. If it was live,
no chance.
But we don't know. We don't know. We can't tell from the headline. What are you going to say?
We've not got all the information.
No. So you're saying Isolation Station fan?
Well, I'm going to have to say no based on the information that we've got to hand.
Okay. Well, Dave, I can reveal... Oh, it's your first wrong answer. It was, in fact, a Florida man. But I'm sorry, that was a tough one. That was very tough. Okay, right, number 5. Florida man attacks Walmart employee for not having enough Cheetos in stock. Florida man or Isolation Station fan?
Oh, I can see that. Yeah.
Florida man?
I can see anyone across America doing that.
They love their Cheetos. They're huge
They love
fans.
a Cheeto over there. Yeah,
They do.
Yeah, they love a Cheeto.
Rarely seen without. Well, Dave Kitson, it's another wrong answer. I'm so sorry. That one was made up by my good friend Joey. He's good at these. You've lost. It's all right. Don't worry. There's still time to claw it back. Still time to claw it back. Come on, 5 more. Here we go. Florida man falls into nearby swamp when drunk. Wrestles gator. Florida man or Isolation Station fan?
Did he survive?
Don't know. We don't know from the headline. We can't tell. I bloody hope so.
I would like to think so as well. Do you know what? I think the Florida man has got a lot to answer for and a lot to live up to, and this could be his salvation if he fell in there and wrestled.
Yeah.
You know, effectively a dinosaur.
So
a long way.
Yeah.
To to redemption.
Yeah.
For Americans at large. So I'm going to say he did, in the hope that it's true.
I thoroughly hope it's true too, because what a story it would be. But Dave, I'm so sorry, it's another incorrect answer. That was a very, very clever Isolation Station fan.
Yeah, these Floridians, honestly.
No, I know, I'm sorry. Right, number 7. Florida man throws pet cat onto the pitch at Jacksonville Jaguars game. Florida man or Isolation Station fan?
Yeah, true.
It's true.
Yeah.
Straight in, locking it in.
Yeah, not messing around. Yeah.
Well... Oh, it's the wrong answer. It's another incredibly curated headline from the Isolation Station fans.
Has a Florida man ever done that?
I mean, to be honest, it probably has happened. You're probably right. I'm sure it has happened at one point or another.
Actually, I think probably everything has happened in America. We just haven't picked up on it yet.
You're right. Okay, 2 more to go. Florida man filmed stealing dozens of pigeons while wearing trash bag and bucket on head. Florida man or Isolation Station fan?
Is the bucket integral to the story?
Absolutely, yeah. The story could not exist without that bucket.
I desperately want to say no, because I don't see how the bucket can have anything to do with anything, but I've got to say yes.
You're saying yes?
I really hope that it's true.
Well, Dave, you're absolutely right. It is, of course, a Florida man. Well done. You're back in the game. Right, can you claw it back? This is it to get 50%. Can you do it? The final question. Florida man drives date to sports bar on stolen Walmart mobility scooter. Florida man or Isolation Station fan?
Oh, please tell me that's true. Please.
You want it to be true?
Honestly, given what we've been through tonight together, if that's true, I think I've got to say, I can't say false, can I? I've got to say hope that is true, because that is, funnily enough, exactly how I wooed Claire, my wife.
Well, you're locking it in as true, and Dave, let me tell you, you're absolutely right.
Florida man or Isolation Station
It wasn't just
fan.
me.
Well done. I mean, you clawed it back at the end there, and you have now got a score of 5 out of 10, 50%. How do you feel?
I'm happy with 50%. I've always been told as a footballer I was very average, and I've lived up to my billing.
Perfect. Well done. I'm proud of you, to be honest. I was really invested in you there.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks. I was right there with you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Dave, I'm going to leave you in a minute to get back to lie detecting with your sons, and I very much hope that you get to the bottom of that Jaffa Cake mystery. Have you got anyone you'd like to say, like to shout out on the show?
Yes, listen, it's my wife's birthday. She's 62. On the 4th of April. So say a prayer for me on the 4th of April. because I can't get out and get her anything or any presents or even a card.
That's the excuse you're working on, is it?
Yeah, so if you see it's somewhere over Ascot, an enormous that's what it is. Okay, so just think of me in that moment.
I'm thinking of you, and I hope she has a very lovely birthday indeed.
Lovely.
Well,
Good to you, buddy.
Thank
Take it
you.
easy. I love the show.
Thank you so much. Big fan of the show, Dave Kitson. It's been an absolute pleasure, and we will have another tune now. Here it is, Two Door Cinema Club.
In a few weeks, I will get time to realize it's right before my eyes, and I can take it if it's what I want to do. I am leaving, and this is starting to feel like it's right before my eyes, and I can taste it. It's my sweet beginning. I can tell just what you want. You don't want to be alone. You don't want to be alone. I can say it's what you know, but you known it the whole time. Yeah, you known it the whole time. Maybe next year I'll have no time to think about the questions to address. Am I the one to try to stop the fire? I wouldn't test you, I'm not the best you could have attained. Why try anything? I will get there. Just remember, I know that I can tell just what you want. You don't want to be alone. You don't want to be alone. And I can say it's what you know, but you known it the whole time. Yeah, you known it the whole time. I can tell just what
What you know, Two Door Cinema Club. Got a bit carried away with Dave Kitson there. Went on for a little longer than expected. But thank you so much. Absolutely brilliant game. Now, I've decided that I think we're just going to run over today, because guess what? We're not the BBC, and we can do that. Feel free to turn me off, but I'd like it if you didn't.
Isolation Station.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Shrek's Egg time! Oh dear, I turned the reverb off a little bit quickly there. Can confirm that voice is not an easy one to pull off. My X Factor impression may be dodgy, but the next tune certainly is not. It's that time of the show where we drop everything to bounce and jive to one of the finest tunes that the Shrek soundtrack has to offer. Today it's another good one, a Shrek original classic, no less. So, I ask you, no, implore you, battle knights in shining armour in Lord Farquaad's arena, gaze into the magic mirror on the wall, and burp as a compliment. It's bad reputation.
Isolation Station.
Right, it's good news time, everyone. Now, I don't think you need any better news than the fact that I'm overrunning by about 10 minutes. Best news I could have asked for. But it is that time of the day where we take a few minutes to enjoy a story about something good that's going on in the world. Now, we do have another COVID-related story today, but I think it's yet another lovely example of how the worst can really bring out the best in people. So we venture all the way round to the land of shrimp, Barbies and criminals, the one and only Australia. So a 62-year-old cafe owner has been affectionately named Generous Pete after he spent his afternoon handing out $100 bills to people left unemployed by the COVID-19 shutdowns. Despite how Pete had been forced to close his restaurant in Melbourne amidst the outbreaks, he felt inspired to share his financial fortune with his community last week after watching a particularly emotional news segment about the lines of people queuing up outside of social security offices around the city. Pete withdrew $10,000 in cash and handed out each of the $100 notes to the people standing in line at the nearby Centrelink. Generous Pete, you are a top man. I'm sure you're probably listening, so this next one is for you. And it's also for my neighbour Graham, who asked for it.
Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water and I think of all the things what you're doing, and in my head I paint a picture. 'Cause since I come home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. I want you to come on over. Stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over, Valerie? Did you have to go to jail? But your house on a up for sale. Did you get a good lawyer? Hope you didn't catch a 10. Hope you found the right man who'll fix it for you. Are you shopping anywhere? Change the color of your hair. Are you busy? And did you have to pay that fine? You was dodging all the time. Are you used to busy? Since I come home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over, Valerie? Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the border and I think about all the things what I do. And in my head I paint a picture. 'Cause since I come home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over, Valerie?
Valerie, without spoken word intro, featuring Amy Winehouse, Mark Ronson. Absolute tune. Thank you, Graham, for requesting that.
Isolation Station.
Well, that is show 11, everybody. Thank you so much to the brilliant Dave Kitson for joining me today. We'll be playing Florida Man or Isolation Station Fan again very soon, so please do listen out for that. In the meantime, send your headline suggestions in over at isolation_radio. Archie Manners will be back tomorrow from 6 p.m. with none other than Casper Lee. Thank you so much to him and the remarkable Lottie Moss for today. As always, I look forward to being back at 7 p.m. tomorrow. Don't get used to the overrunning shows. You're all very lucky tonight. I hope you'll be able to make it. But until tomorrow, time for one more tune. It's one of the only songs that I can play on the piano. It also forms the soundtrack to many a nature documentary and the exceptional 2012 film We Bought a Zoo. I'm not sure you can ask much more from a song when its title translates from Icelandic to jumping into puddles. It's Hoppy Polla. Thank you so much for listening, everyone. There aren't many better ways to close a show than with Sigur Rós. Until tomorrow, have lovely Wednesdays. I'll miss you.
Isolation Station.